Good morning, everybody. It's 12 minutes past 8 o'clock right now. Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here. Brad Argo is here from Midwest Basement Systems. And, of course, with all the rain that we've had in the past 24 hours, I experienced firsthand how one of their systems works, Jackie. I mentioned earlier that I got home and I had a waterfall over my garage, clogged gutters, and it was going right down where the crack was against the garage, right down to the basement, right where your basement system is installed. And I went down to the basement. I ran down there when I got home, and you can hear it just kicking in and doing its job.
So you had a good experience.
I had a great experience.
You had a good experience.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think there's probably a lot of people waking up today that didn't have such a great experience.
Right.
And I think, when we have these rains, at least I watch the radar for different reasons. Some people are watching the radar being like, I already have a little water in my basement. I don't want any more rain. And then this happens.
Yeah, record rainfall.
You're worried all night. You're waking up maybe several times in the over
It's
the night.
very stressful.
Yes.
It really is. And until we had these things in place, it was incredibly stressful. But you can eliminate those. But at the same time, when we do get weather like this, if you don't have plans in advance, this could really affect the value of your home.
Yeah, yes, it can. And I think it goes beyond that stress level. It really kind of gets to the heart of your home. It's where you live. It's also your biggest investment. So let's say you wake up today and you have a bit of water in your basement. You've dealt with that. Well, eventually, if you plan to sell your home, you're going to have to deal with that, because that's one of the first things that inspectors look at is the foundation. They want to also see if there's any water intrusion. So if you have that, automatically they're going to bring that up and either have you address it or have you knock off some of the cost of your home.
So what are for inspectors coming in?
Let's
talk about 3 different things they are looking for, because a lot of times it's like, oh no, I have no problem with my basement, it's fine. They're going to notice a few things.
Those are the two the biggest things right there. Is water intrusion and it's foundation issues.
Okay.
Because those 2 things aren't things you can just snap your fingers and fix right away.
And there's the thing is, there's no real way to cover up if you have any kind of water problem in your basement, because you can close your eyes and figure out there's a water issue in your basement.
Exactly, and you can smell it.
Because you can smell it.
Even if you have that little musty smell that maybe is somewhat annoying, an inspector smells that and knows what it is. That's mold.
Yep, alarm bells go off.
Yep, and they know that there's some mold in the home. So if you've had water come in your house one time, it's going to find a way again. And if it's been there once, there's probably a little bit of mold in there as well. So it's really time to kind of look at that, not just for the home sale, but also just for the quality of life you have in your home.
That's true.
I've always kind of broke it down like this. There's really 3 ways you can do this. If you have water in your basement or you have a foundation issue, you can fix it immediately, which is what people don't typically do. And I understand why. It's like we don't, money doesn't grow on trees, and something that we don't really want to deal with, so we push it off.
Right.
But if they were, say, I have an issue, I'm going to deal with this right now and enjoy my time in the home. That's option number 1. That's the one that I think is the best. Option 2 is I'm going to wait to fix it when I sell it. So I'm going to put up with all the junk that I have to deal with of waking up in the middle of the night and worrying if there's water in my basement, and fixing it to give that
to somebody else. Yeah, it doesn't make, honestly, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because you plan on staying there, even if it's for a year.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you do it if you planned on doing it before you sold your home anyway?
Precisely. And the third is what we just talked about, and that's really home sales. And actually, there's a graphic we have that kind of breaks down really what you can stand to lose on your home if you try to knock off the price of it. So you're looking at this, it's a 20%.
Oh my gosh, that much?
Up to a 20% loss. So it may not always be that severe, but up to 20% is what we've heard nationally within our network of what the buyer's agent would be kind of asking for if they see these types of issues. So a significant amount of money that you stand to lose. Now, I can say, like, looking at some of these prices, you can fix the basement for a fraction of that cost, what you plan to lose on the sale if you were to knock that off.
And that's very realistic. If they come in and see that you have basement issues, it's not uncommon for them to say, we're knocking 20% off that price.
And this is a good time to talk about it. So if you're looking at maybe selling your home in the spring, you're thinking about it, you're talking about it with your spouse, hey, we may sell our house, we may want to find a new place. Really now's a good time to look at this, because winter's coming. We
Coming.
want to make sure that we can get you in our system and get this fixed. So spring, you're ready to get that thing listed and not have to worry about it. Because if you wait till spring to call us, there may be a lapse of time between the time we can get to you and install that system.
Right.
So then you're pushing off the sale of your home. You won't be ready for spring. You may be then in the summertime. We just want people to think proactively and think about doing those things.
And at the same time, there's going to be water issues over the winter as well. You're not going to get away from water issues.
We had one of the wettest times this year. Was in March after that big thaw.
Snow, yeah, snow thaw.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that just had so much snow around their homes. It melted all at once. It came in their basements, and we had a glut of phone calls with people with water in their basements.
Is it also fair to say it's not too late? If you run into your basement this morning because of all the rain we had last night, or you are thinking about putting it on the market relatively soon, is it too late? Can we get this situation fixed before we get that out there?
Yes, yes, and it's never cheaper to fix than it is today,
Right.
Which is the big thing. You can have more issues down the road, but to get the system installed, decrease any damage, future damage you may have with the home, and really just not worry about that mold and water intrusion anymore. That's just the biggest part of it. But yeah, if you give us a call today, we can get you on the books to have someone come out there at no cost to you to tell you what's going on and what it would look like to repair that. And then we get you on the books for the install.
And the thing that's really nice about your system is the way that you install the system for getting rid of the water. You can install the system and then you can finish right over it too. You can have carpeting go over it. You can finish the walls next to it, and still it'll work 100%.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it doesn't really affect the aesthetics of the basement. It just has that functional property to it to be able to capture water that's coming in through your walls. It's an interior system, so we can install this all winter long. So don't hesitate to give us a call.
Love it. All right. So if you were waking up in the middle of the night or running to your basement this morning, might be a good day to act now so that you can make a difference and get a good night's sleep for a change.
That's
so
true.
That's
get
right.
that conversation going and do it today. Don't put it off any longer. MidwestBasementSystems.com or 515-289-1606. Brad, always great to see you.
Great to see
Thank
you guys
It
as
always
well.
seems
Thank
like
you.
perfect timing
Whenever
when you arrive.
See, you want to know what next time it's going to rain pretty heavy? Find out the next time Brad's coming over.
Brad will
and
be
it'll
on the
probably
show.
rain 48 hours ahead of time.
Hey, it's always a good reminder. So we
Yep.
appreciate that
Yeah,
very
no
much.
problem.
8:20. We will be right back. This is Iowa Live.